Ryan Cole, thanks for coming in. You went up to Boulder last week, had some good results. How do you feel? How is the team coming along?
Well, the Boulder trip going up to the CU Pots Invite always kind of feels like the first meet of the indoor season, even though we have the Holiday Open in December. But the December meet sort of like is the culmination of the fall training block. Once you get to January, it seems like, okay, indoor is really rolling, and you get all your team members back coming off winter break, and you see sometimes good and bad how that training period went, but Boulder was kind of a step in the right direction. And if nothing else, you get up there, you get back into a competitive mindset, and it's motivating coming off of that, saying, okay, it's track season, you're dialed in and you're going. But overall at the Boulder meet, we had some strong performances in December, and we backed some of those up. Caden Mactinger did really well, set a facility record in the pole vault. Jalen Rivers started off in December jumping well, and again came out in the high jump, did a nice job up in Boulder, and we know there's a lot more there. Javen Bostic had a really nice run in the 60 at our home meet in December, and then he went up and ran the 200, kind of flat track, and ran really well. Zach Larrier came out after about a week of track and field training, ran 21:47 and won the 200, looking pretty darn good. So, returning conference champ in that event. We have our two senior throwers in Jarrett Preet and Hayden Bullock. They competed very well in their respective events, but also having that group just getting going, and so that was really cool to see. We had some distance runners compete. Rachel Kreitzer had a really nice step opening up in the mile. We had some young guys compete in a 3K getting ready for U.S. Junior Cross, which is also this weekend in Virginia. So, yeah, there was a lot of different things going on, but at the end of the day, you just like to get on a bus or get back in the facility and be like, okay, it's track season, and come off winter break and be ready to roll.
Yeah. So the Ralph Lindemann Invitational at home this weekend. You're going to have more home indoor meets, I think, this year than you've had in the past. Is that helpful? Do you see this as something that could grow?
Well, you have opportunities to compete. And so we are very fortunate with the facility that we have. Now, we do lose it next year as it goes under construction. And, that's kind of a step back in the short term for a leap forward, because we're really excited about the new facility that we're going to have. We feel it'll be one of the best in the NCAA, which is going to be pretty exciting. And then we look at how we want to build out our indoor schedule on that. But for this meet, it was the AF Invite in the past, and to rename it as the Ralph Lindemann Invitational is exceptionally fitting. And so, we're looking forward to this. A lot of the teams coming. We have teams from BYU, Long Beach State, Wichita State, Sacramento State, Cal Poly. So we have quite a few teams coming from this, and it will be a very good competition. But a lot of those teams are coming here because of their program or their coaches' connection, relationship, and respect for Ralph Lindemann. And so it'll be, in a way, kind of nice as we work through our new facility, because then you can kind of take a step back and then conceptually look at our new facility and how we approach hosting indoor track and field events here at the Air Force Academy. But the Ralph Lindemann Invitational will continue to be our marquee event for the indoor season in the future.
That's awesome. What team-wise, what do you want to see from your team this weekend? As it's kind of just beginnings, but the end will be here before we know it.
Yeah, it's the beginning, and it goes very quickly. A month from now, we're going to be talking about, okay, it's almost the end. So it does go very fast. I think sometimes, you do a lot of training, and then you just need reps. You need competitive reps. And so the Boulder meet, our indoor meet, we go back up to Boulder and then down to Texas Tech with a split squad next weekend. So, you continue to get those repetitions, continue to kind of tweak things in your individual execution of your events, but also continuing to come together as a team. And I think that's one thing that makes our group very competitive, is that they're out there competing for each other, competing for their institution, and just really competing for the Air Force Academy as a program. And so that's something that I think when you start to get out there and you're cheering on your teammates, you see them succeeding, you're like, I work out with this person every single day. If they're doing it, so can I. And then it becomes contagious. And so really, we just want to see improvement this weekend. That's a big part of hosting these events and getting to do it at home. I said track and field's a weird sport, because sometimes, we're probably one of the only sports that the athletes on occasion get more excited to travel to away competitions than at home. Most sports, it's home field advantage, right? And so last year down at the indoor conference meet, that place had a lot of blue and it was rocking. And so it kind of felt like an Air Force home meet. So I told our team yesterday, this is an Air Force home meet, and it's a pretty special one with why we renamed it and what it stands for. So let's make sure the field house is rocking, and so we're looking forward to the weekend.
Should be fun. Ryan, have a lot of fun. 3-day event. Should be a good one.
Thank you. Appreciate it.